The ball to Rob Jones over on the far side, immediately challenged by Ryan Giggs, and the ball is swept out of play to the far side for a Liverpool throw-in. Jones just short of the halfway line. Down the Liverpool right in the first half. Liverpool looking for Fowler, but Pallister's there in the air for Manchester United. And now Cantona nearly gets his first touch on the halfway line, but he's a bit slow. John Barnes finds Dix down the Liverpool left, near side the field. Can't get the ball in. That hits Steve Bruce on the hand, and referee Philip Don comes across and awards only a throw-in. Barnes following the throw-in, returns the ball to Dix, left-footed ball by Dix into the penalty area, headed down by Rush. That was dangerous for Manchester United, still not clear. Clough drives it in, Fowler's there, and it's over the bar. Liverpool within seconds of the start. A wonderful opportunity for Robbie Fowler to score his 15th goal of the season, but he couldn't keep his composure, and it goes high into the cop. But that's got everyone going here.
Oh, what a chance. Would have been a great start for Liverpool. It was a good move down the left-hand side. Barnes and Dix really that set it up. When the cross came over, United didn't quite get it away. It came out to Clough, who hit it with his left foot from about 10 yards outside the D, straight back into a pack of plays, and it broke perfectly for Fowler onto his left foot. All the goal to shoot at, and he put it over the top. What a chance.
What a good start, though, by Liverpool. Just what the crowd needed here. Manchester United being forced back inside their own half, and Liverpool again have the possession with Jones down the right-hand side. Again, Pallister away for Manchester United. Liverpool playing the ball around at the back, and then they hit it long once more, testing Gary Pallister. And he puts that away firmly for a throw to Liverpool down the right-hand side of the field once more. Liverpool with McManaman. McManaman in field. Good ball through. Now Fowler is just offside. But Manchester United have hardly crossed the halfway line in this opening couple of minutes. Liverpool 0, Manchester United 0, but it could so easily be 1-0 already. Robbie Fowler should have scored.
Yes, I wonder how significant that moment might be. Only a couple of minutes gone. And he actually came onto his left foot as well. You know, it's his favourite side. You know, he backed him to hit the target from that distance. He put it over the top. There's only Schmeichel in front of him.
Long kick downfield by Schmeichel, and Mark Wright's not going to have anything to do with that one. He lets it go through. Grobbelaar might have let it go for a goal kick, but wants to keep the game flowing. Grobbelaar in his yellow jersey, red shorts, feeds Neil Ruddock, and now Nigel Clough coming deep, finds Barnes. Short of the halfway line. Barnes has got Dix available, again down this left-hand side of the field. Rolls the ball in field for Redknapp, and back it goes to Ruddock. Liverpool playing patient possession football. Long from Ruddock. Parker's there for Manchester United. Wants too many touches. In comes Fowler. And in the end, Parker is put under pressure by Fowler. And it's the Liverpool throw-in. Quickly taken. Barnes holds it up well. Dix now supports Barnes once more down the Liverpool left. It's infield once more for Barnes. Good ball by Barnes. Clough flips it forward. Redknapp goes forward. And Schmeichel is out. 8 yards to make the save and clears quickly into the Liverpool half. Looking for the pace of Kanchelskis. Down below us on the Manchester United right. But Manchester United clearly rattled in these opening 2 or 3 minutes by an excellent zippy Liverpool start. Ince, first touch of the ball. Crossfield from Paul Ince, never going to find the target. Should have been cut out by McManaman, it wasn't. And Dennis Irwin now picks up the possession for Manchester United down the left-hand side. Slips it forward for McClare. McClare trying to combine with Giggs. Comes out to Ince, whose shot was charged down by Nigel Clough. Manchester United now starting to get a little bit of shape, but Kanchelskis is careless down there, and that's going to be a Liverpool throw.
Well, there was a good save, I thought, by Schmeichel there. There was a four-man move, Liverpool. Lovely through ball from Clough. He's made a good start. Redknapp just couldn't quite get there, but Schmeichel really saved United. He came 6 yards out of his area to smother it.
Live on BBC National Radio 5, one of the games of the season. Liverpool 0, Manchester United 0. The ball is with Schmeichel, who once again clears very, very quickly from left to right into Liverpool half. Neatly done, though, by Rob Jones. Gives it to Jamie Redknapp, this youngster who's impressing so much in midfield. Jones sets off again down the Liverpool right. Out comes Schmeichel, and he's outside of his area, and it's a corner. Off the boot of Schmeichel, down the Liverpool right. Jamie Redknapp is going across to take it. Mark Wright will be sent forward with Neil Ruddock. Julian Dix patrols the centre circle just in case United clear. A corner kick to Liverpool, their first of the evening. They've made a very good start here. Redknapp down the Liverpool right, trying to tee it up at the near post for Jones. Manchester United clear. Played back though by Clough to Redknapp. Can't get the cross in though. McClare is there for Manchester United inside the penalty area. Has to be careful here. McClare against Steve McManaman. And in the end the linesman comes to his rescue because McManaman is adjudged to a foul, McClare. United take the free kick and they roll it over on the far side for Giggs. That's wasteful by Giggs. Redknapp gets it back for Liverpool. Then there's a misunderstanding involving Ian Rush and Robbie Fowler, and it's a throw to Manchester United.
Well, Liverpool are all fired out. There's no question about it. They've had the possession. We've only played 5 minutes, I know, but it's a really promising start by them. Their fans have really got behind them.
And this is the night when the rest of the Premier League at least support Liverpool and hope that they can become only the second side this season to beat Manchester United, Chelsea being the other back in September. Liverpool certainly starting with promise. Manchester United not really doing too much yet. Now, Cantona down the United right, rolls the ball up towards the edge of the area, and Rob Jones in danger of conceding a corner until Bruce Grobbelaar, with his head, of course, naturally, wouldn't use his anything else apart from in his anatomy there. Bruce Grobbelaar heads it away, and the ball is on the halfway line. Now, Clough, good ball by Clough, finds Barnes. Back again now to Redknapp in the centre circle. Jones down the Liverpool right on the halfway line. A little bit short that over on the far side though. Invited the challenge from Dennis Irwin, and it's gone out of play, and it's going to be a Liverpool free kick. The challenge has been penalised by the referee. So halfway inside the Manchester United half, a Liverpool free kick. Rob Jones finds Fowler. 25 yards out forward by Fowler, rushes offside, and we can hear from Pat Murphy at Norwich.
Norwich 1, Newcastle 0. A lovely goal from Mark Bowen. It came from Rule Fox, jinking his way down the right wing, getting a cross in from the acute angle. Bowen finished impressively with the right foot 15 yards out. Norwich 1, Newcastle 0.
It's a tremendous noise here on Merseyside. Manchester United already this season twice have come to Merseyside and beaten Everton. Well, now they're trying to make it a little hat-trick against Liverpool. But Liverpool has started with a lot of purpose, and Barnes now once more looks for Fowler, who should have scored for Liverpool inside the first minute. Jones taking up some good positions down the Liverpool right. They've got a nice shape about them at the moment. McManaman now, just inside the Manchester United half. Little looping ball doesn't work for him, though, and Liverpool have to defend this time, and Mark Wright's given it to Dennis Irwin. Irwin now looks to Ryan Giggs' pace down the United left. Wright is trying to hold up Giggs, and it's a corner. Ryan Giggs runs into the cameraman over on the far side, and United win their first corner. Giggs looks as if he's going to take it over on the left-hand side. Pallister strides forward with Steve Bruce. So now we hear the United fans for about the first time. Grobbelaar is going to be tested. Left-footed corner from Giggs, headed behind by Wright. That's another corner to Manchester United as Pallister threatens at the near post. United always dangerous in these situations. Roy Keane is lurking around as well there. He's so useful in the air as well. Another corner to Manchester United, 0-0 at Anfield, 7 minutes gone. Giggs with the corner, Bruce challenges Ruddock and Wright for it, and Jamie Redknapp has hit it straight up in the air inside that penalty area. When it comes down, the shot from Bruce is blocked 6 yards out by a Liverpool defender, and United pick up the possession with Cantona. Cantona's ball in, and in comes Bruce, and the header from Steve Bruce. Manchester United score. John Barnes is beaten in the air by Bruce. It was a wonderful flashing header by Bruce. Superb cross down the far side from Eric Cantona. So even though Liverpool have made a marvellous start here, United have gone even better. It's Liverpool 0, Manchester United 1. It was a tremendous goal by Steve Bruce.
Well, it was amazing really how the goal came as much as anything else, because first of all from the second corner, Bruce struck the ball with his left foot, and it was Barnes who blocked it. And when it was returned from Cantona, Barnes had not picked up Bruce. It was as simple as that. And Bruce, flying header on the back post, Grobbelaar had no chance of saving. And really that is a real boost for Manchester United after the way that Liverpool had started. So Liverpool have really got to get their act together again now.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how they react now to this little spot of adversity, having made such an encouraging start. How many times over the years have we seen Steve Bruce do that sort of thing for Manchester United? Rugged character now, back inside his own half, looking after Ian Rush. It's a Manchester United throw on the halfway line. Liverpool 0, United 1, Steve Bruce with the goal. The ball is with Ian Rush for Liverpool. Good challenge by Paul Ince though for Manchester United. And the ball is out of play. We always remember those crucial goals scored by Bruce against Sheffield Wednesday right at the end of the game at Old Trafford last season, which went such a long way to clinching that title for United. Well, Bruce has settled down Alex Ferguson's side here now. And they needed a bit of that, Jim, didn't they? Because they were being rocked a little.
Liverpool had started ever so well. And I mean, you know, that chance that young Fowler missed, that was, I said at the time, it wondered to see how significant that moment could be, because Liverpool needed the boost, they needed the tonic. They kept going, but United hit them back really with a simple cross from the left-hand side from Cantona with his right foot, and Bruce on his own, heading the ball in on the back post.
Now Liverpool need to respond, and Rob Jones finds Steve McManaman down the right-hand side, far side the field, faced by Dennis Irwin. Good jinking run here by McManaman, but Dennis Irwin is defending solidly. Back again, no come Liverpool. The ball is played in by Jones. Ince was there for Manchester United, beautifully brought down by Giggs, and Giggs sets it up for Cantona. Cantona now forward, not the best of balls, but Wright hasn't cut it out, and Keane is there for United now on the edge of the area. Kanchelskis is calling for it, comes to McClare instead, but Nigel Clough is back there helping out his defenders, and Liverpool now work it well down the right-hand side of the field. Redknapp holds it up, waits for support, short of the halfway line, surrounded by black shirts. He plays Clough into a little bit of trouble in midfield, but Liverpool get out of that trouble, and Jones once more has a bit of space down the Liverpool right. 1-0 to Manchester United. Rush on the ball though now for Liverpool, 25 yards out, goes past two players, gives it now to Redknapp. Redknapp looks to see where Barnes is, instead he goes to the right, shuffles back again to the left, plays it back to the left-back Dix, and now Barnes has got the ball. Barnes, 25 yards out, right-footed shot, tries to bend it in, but it doesn't come back enough. It's gone wide of Schmeichel's left-hand post.
That was a good move by Liverpool. Just slowed up a little bit when he got to the edge of the penalty area, but a lot of promise there. Barnes and Dix looked as though, you know, they've got some kind of combination down this left-hand side. Just 30 seconds before, there was a great interception by Clough that denied McClare, who was coming in, you know, and could easily have been on a shot at Bruce Grobbelaar's goal.
12 minutes gone in the first half, at the start of what is the so-called judgment week for Graham Souness. Liverpool 0, Manchester United 1. The goal from Steve Bruce. John Barnes was beaten in the air by Bruce. Barnes is trying to redeem the situation now for Liverpool. Good ball for Rush. Rush turns and stabs it back to Rob Jones, who's taking up these marvellous positions down the Liverpool right, but he needs to. His team are behind. McManaman again now, once more, teasing Irwin. Can't get the crossing, should have done. The ball might break for Ian Rush, but Brian McClare is back doing so well in both halves of the field, and Irwin now eventually clears long and out of play over on the far side of the field. Throw into Liverpool, quickly taken. Number 25 has it, that's Neil Ruddock. To number 3, Julian Dix. Two of the signings made by Graham Souness since the summer. The other signing was Nigel Clough, and he's got the ball. Clough, 25 yards out, trying to probe an opening here. Plays it wide down the right to McManaman. McManaman with a bit of height to the far post. Fowler heads it back, Bruce is waiting for it, and Bruce gets it out of that penalty area, and United look to Kanchelskis now. Kanchelskis infield for Cantona. Nicely done. Cantona, almost. I was about to say wonderful ball to the far side of the field, but then it picked up pace off the turf. Giggs couldn't reach it. Liverpool take the throw, and it's back on the edge of their own area. Norwich 1 up, and Manchester United 1 up, and Ruddock hits it high and awkward, that for Fowler against Paul Parker, and Parker waits for Fowler just to literally head that out of play. It's a throw into Manchester United. Manchester United, even before this game started, 21 points ahead of Liverpool. They hang on to this, they'll be 24 clear, 8 wins. No way Liverpool will catch them. Dix, though, with different ideas, slips on the turf, and Keane is there for Manchester United. And United clear, not very far, it's still inside their half. Clough, who's having quite a bright start, but he ponders too much on the ball, and Giggs sets off for United, goes down the centre. He's got McClare in support, still Giggs, can't get the shot in, spins off Jones to the far side of the field for a United throw, right on the corner flag.
United look very good on the break, very sharp, very fluid formation they have. Giggs is always in the front three somewhere. McClare, though, exchanging positions with Cantona, who's already at 2 very probing passes from the deep. Liverpool will need to be aware of that with Keane and Giggs running onto them.
The game almost as good as the atmosphere as Dennis Irwin thunders the ball in to win a corner for Manchester United. Busy start here. Norwich 1, Newcastle 0, remember, at Carrow Road. Could that be Mike Walker's last match? Could he be arriving in the city soon to take over across the park at Everton? Here, United have got another corner. They lead 1-0 from Steve Bruce. They're getting a lot of vocal encouragement now behind Grobbelaar's goal. He's standing on his line impatiently. Here comes the corner. Pallister can't reach it. Wright heads it straight back to Giggs down the United left, level with the edge of the area. Giggs takes on Jamie Redknapp, cuts the ball back. Oh, and Grobbelaar at the near post. Well, it was already out of play when he fumbled that. Fortunately, from his point of view, he takes the goal kick from a rolling position. Referee didn't see that, and Clough's got it. Clough looks for Fowler, never going to reach him because Pallister was in the way. Liverpool battle well though. Ian Rush, the captain, trying to show them the way. But although he won the ball, he couldn't find McManaman down the far side. And it's a Manchester United throw-in, and Dennis Irwin's got it. Cantona has a few words with him. Irwin gives it to Cantona, and Irwin has to play that a little hurriedly into the Liverpool half. When it comes down, Wright heads it awkwardly. Jones reaches for it, and then Wright thumps it again awkwardly back inside United's territory. Neatly taken by Parker. Oh, and Parker's ball is easily cut out by John Barnes. Very obvious pass that by Parker. Barnes waits for support to arrive. Cross comes in far too near the goalkeeper though, and Schmeichel reaches up and claims it. And United now with Brian McClair, who's had limited opportunity this season. McClair combining quickly with Cantona. Cantona looks down the right-hand side, can't thread it forward though for Kanchelskis, and the ball gets a ricochet, and it's back again with Grobbelaar.
Yes, Cantona's dropping deep. He's playing just behind the front pair normally, and he's looking all the time for what we call the game, the killer pass, the one that dissects the defence. And Liverpool are going to have to watch for that. Liverpool so far have progressed very well, but the final ball has let them down already 4 times. They've actually got it through on the outside of the field, once with Dix, once with Barnes, twice with McManaman, and they still haven't made one cross tell.
Coming up to 17 minutes gone at Anfield. Liverpool 0, Manchester United 1. Ruddock just about helps that ball back to his goalkeeper Grobbelaar. Not too convincing though, and now Jones hits it long once more. Pallister and Schmeichel are there, and Pallister takes it away from Schmeichel. No real coordination there, and Pallister obviously couldn't hear Schmeichel. It's a throw to Liverpool, level with the edge of the United penalty area. First bit of confusion in the Manchester United defence. The ball is back once more now with Jones. Redknapp takes an awkward pass and gives it back to Mark Wright just inside the United half. Liverpool never really threatening to get going. Then Ince makes a mistake, and Liverpool threaten with Fowler. And Fowler's shot all along the floor is held inside the 6-yard area by Peter Schmeichel. But we've just seen something. Well, you can count the number of times that will happen in a season on the fingers of one hand. A mistake by Paul Ince, and Robbie Fowler was through once more and might have scored another one.
It was the bounce of the ball, I think, as much as anything, Mike. He didn't seem to get up, and I think he was expecting to bounce up. Whatever, it got through, and Fowler on his left foot again coming in. It was a good shot, but it had no real power behind it. If it had a bit of power, I think Schmeichel would have been struggling, but goalkeeper took it very well.
This is Anfield. Manchester United lead as Brian McClair shoots very ambitiously from 25 yards. No way Grobbelaar was going to be passed with that one. And he immediately does distribute the ball so well, Grobbelaar, just like the man at the other end, Schmeichel. And he's got it once more, Grobbelaar. Doesn't pick it up. Shows a little bit of skill with his right foot and then hits it accurately to Julian Dix. He's one of the best passers of the ball in the team, Bruce Grobbelaar. And United are back on the edge of their own area, and Bruce feeds Schmeichel. Schmeichel cannons it straight back down the centre of Liverpool's defence. Ball watching by Wright and Ruddock. In goes Giggs, and he didn't really hit it cleanly, Giggs, with his left foot. Grobbelaar falls on the ball to make the save. Giggs holds his head, and Ruddock and Wright were totally bisected then, and Giggs should have scored for Manchester United.
Well, it was careless defending. There's no other word for it. 2 central defenders looking at each other and letting the ball drift between them. You know, one of them's got to make up his mind. It's the back player who makes his mind up.
Now Cantona, little body swerve, takes him past Nigel Clough. He goes past the second player. Little back flick now for Giggs. This is wonderful step from United. And as Kanchelskis came in at the far post, Dick stabs it away to the near side for a Manchester United throw-in. That was Eric Cantona at his impudent best there, going past players as if they weren't there, and then finishing it all off with a little back flick to Ryan Giggs. Superb stuff from Manchester United. 20 minutes gone in the first half. United lead 1-0. The ball is near side the United right. Kanchelskis, though, is thwarted this time by Julian Dix, and Dix looks for his captain Ian Rush, and Ian Rush does well there against Steve Bruce, but there are too many United players there for Ian Rush, and Ince finds Cantona. Really got the feel of it now. Cantona, 25 yards out, the shot is wide. He wants the deflection for the corner, but it's not there for him from Philip Don, the referee. and it's well wide. It's a Bruce Grobbelaar goal kick. But since they scored that goal, Manchester United looking just as impressive.
I would be a little bit concerned about Cantona if I was Graham Souness at this moment. On Saturday we saw Howard Wilkinson use a ploy where he had Fairclough marking him all the time, played him out of the game. So far he looks very good.
Liverpool starting to make mistakes. Mark Wright has made one. Giggs with a chip. A beautiful goal by Ryan Giggs. Bruce Grobbelaar takes off. Giggs spots Grobbelaar yards out of goal, and it's a wonderful finish by Ryan Giggs. Liverpool's defenders have been once more cut to pieces by Manchester United. It was a Mark Wright error initially. Giggs still had to score, and he decided to do it with a marvellous chip. And it's 2-0 to Manchester United. And what are Liverpool going to do about this? Liverpool 0, Manchester United 2. An exquisite goal from Ryan Giggs.
Well, that was a defensive error, but beautiful finish by Giggs. Let's give him credit first of all. The Redknapp and Wright got the lines all crossed. And once again, it was hesitancy. It allowed Giggs to pick the ball up on the edge of the penalty area. Grobbelaar was on the edge of his 6-yard area, and he just chipped him over the top of him, right into the top corner of the goal. It was a beautiful goal, but I don't think Graham Souness will be too happy about that with his defence. At the moment, his defence, Mike, look edgy as much as anything else. We've seen 3 errors that could all have brought goals.
Well, they need to score now at the top end of Liverpool, and Barnes thumps the ball in, hopefully, very hopefully. United are back, and that was a wild challenge by Nigel Clough to catch Andrei Kanchelskis in full flight. So we haven't even reached we've almost reached the halfway point of the first half, and United have already taken control of this game. They lead by 2 goals to 0. Bruce and Giggs again amongst the goals, just like they were at Oldham. That must be one of Giggs' best goals of the season so far. Certainly the finish was magnificent. And it's going to be a free kick to be taken by Peter Schmeichel for United. Down the centre of Liverpool's defence, Mark Wright is making a few errors. He's beaten in the air now by Ryan Giggs. He's not looking on top of his game, Mark Wright. So with Manchester United taking charge here, we're going to go to Norwich once more, to Pat Murphy.
Norwich 1, Newcastle 1, a typical goal from Peter Beardsley. He was involved in the move 3 times. Nutmeg here and a nutmeg there. He got the rebound and he wriggled his way into the penalty area. Finally, he beat Brian Gunn from the cute angle with the right foot. Typical Beardsley goal. Norwich 1, Newcastle 1.
So Peter Beardsley scoring. He's played for both of these clubs, Liverpool and Manchester United. It's time for Alan Green to pick up the microphone. United leading by 2 goals to 0.
What a game. The commitment is extraordinary, the atmosphere electric, and the football fast but full of quality. And Manchester United with 2 goals in command, and they've got a free kick now in a perilous position for Liverpool. It's just 2 or 3 yards from the edge of the D of the Liverpool penalty area for the foul on Roy Keane. Keane is going to receive some attention from Jimmy McGregor, and it's extraordinary that the way Liverpool started, they certainly should have taken the lead in the opening seconds when Robbie Fowler was clean through. They dominated the opening 7 minutes, but what does that matter when Bruce scores and then Giggs scores a second with an absolutely stunning chip, albeit from a Mark Wright error. And there have been too many errors in this opening quarter of the game in that Liverpool defence. They will be very careful now, though. There are 5 players in the Liverpool wall, 2 others just to the left of it. It's pretty much a central position here for Manchester United. Will it be Giggs? Will it be Irwin? Irwin comes forward, right foot shot, and in the net, glorious goal! Absolutely glorious strike from the Irishman, and they're 3 up.
Well, what a glorious chip that was, and the Kop are absolutely stunned. They can't believe it. The Manchester United fans are ecstatic. About 5 or 6 yards outside the penalty area, and lifted his left foot. Grobbelaar never moved. It was right in the top right-hand corner. I would call that unstoppable.
That's as good as a free kick as I've seen this season, without question. Terrific strike from the right foot of Irwin. But the problem with this Manchester United side for opponents is that when they get a free kick, well, it could be Giggs, it could be Cantona, it could be Irwin, it could be any of them. They can all hit a mean free kick, but none meaner than Irwin. Would you believe it? Liverpool 0, Manchester United 3, after Liverpool started so well. Liverpool retaliate now. Dix moving towards the penalty, looking to play the 1-2 with Redknapp. Doesn't come off. Ball rebounds to Clough. Clough scores from 30 yards. Right foot shot, driven in towards the far post. Schmeichel was groping and he didn't make it, and Liverpool are back in it. It's Liverpool 1, United 3.
Well, who could have believed this match? 25 minutes gone, 4 goals. Incredible how the goals are coming. Dix came in on the left-hand side there. He actually slipped. He had time to recover. Ball was played across, and Clough hit it from about 30 yards. It just hit the left-hand post into the corner. My word, how Liverpool needed that. I was beginning to think that they were going to be sunk without trace.
I mean, we've seen some great goals, but it is a great game in itself, even without the goals. Liverpool 1, Manchester United 3. Here come United, all in black, though the ball was rolling from that free kick, and the referee insisted they take it again. From the left-hand side of their midfield, played forward to Giggs, left in the penalty area. There's the cross in, Grobbelaar jumps, almost collides with Ruddock, but makes the catch anyway.
Yes, whenever Giggs or Cantona get the ball, Liverpool's defence, I don't know, suddenly have an edgy look about them. I think the marking is too slack, they're standing too far away from players. They've got to get in closer contact at the back.
Here comes Liverpool again. Fowler gets beyond Pallister. He was tugging Pallister at the same time, and then Pallister brought him down in the act of falling, and the cup's furious, but the referee's quite right. It was a free kick to Manchester United, just a few yards outside the penalty area, and Schmeichel, who's had an important impact in this game, a terrific smother from Redknapp when Redknapp broke through after 3 minutes. Well, now his side leading by 3 goals to 1. Schmeichel takes the free kick, directing it down the right-hand side of the United attack. It's headed away from Kanchelskis, but only to Cantona. Parker, infield to Keane. Back to Bruce, scorer of their first goal. He directs it down the right flank. Kanchelskis sprints after it. Dix there first, and Dix puts the ball out of play for a United throw-in.
Keeps slipping, doesn't he? That's the 3rd time he's slipped in about 5 minutes.
It must have taken the deflection off Kanchelskis, that clearance, because it's a Liverpool throw-in as a result. Dix takes it. Forward it goes to Barnes. Barnes slips a lovely pass to Redknapp, just over the halfway line. Fowler wide on the left, gets the ball, skips away from Bruce easily, running it in now, takes him on, in stabs the ball away, and Keane has it for Manchester United. Oh, and amidst all this furore, he just flicks the ball to Kanchelskis, but Dixon quickly for Liverpool. What a wonderful commitment in this game. Kanchelskis then bowled over by Rush, and that's just a little too anxious. Foul is awarded, and it's a free kick to Manchester United. I'm going to stand up actually, because you can't really appreciate this game sitting down. Liverpool 1, Manchester United 3. United's free kick, headed away by Wright, but straight to Cantona. Giggs, Cantona again, right side of the penalty area. Back to Kanchelskis, 25 yards out. There's the cross, the defender slips, half clears it straight to Cantona. Cantona didn't make best use of it. Liverpool clear to the halfway line. Brave header by Clough, foot was high by Keane, and the referee, who's doing very well in this atmosphere to keep control of things, says that's a Liverpool free kick. Not taken from the right place though. Dix for Liverpool looks a good deal fitter than he did when he came back a couple of matches ago after that long layoff. He came back at Bramall Lane and looked way short of fitness, but he's better tonight. He's won a throw-in down the near side. Barnes will take it. Redknapp available, so too is Dix. Rush inside the penalty area. The throw-in level with the edge of the United box. It's thrown to Redknapp. Wide again to Barnes. Barnes level with the box. Tries to skip away from the challenge of King. Does so. Moves forward. 3 black shirts around him. And Ince is in there too. He wins it back. Then he concedes play again to Barnes. 25 yards out. Flicks it into the penalty area. Took a deflection and goes back to Schmeichel.
It was an adventurous pass, really. Coming in from the left wing onto his right foot. Hitting it towards the goal. It's very difficult for any of his forward players to pick it up. But at least that goal from Clough, which it really was an adventurous effort from that distance, has really picked Liverpool up again.
Fowler, after the ball played upfield, Bruce across, Bruce makes the challenge. He caught Fowler at the same time. Fowler's down injured, but it was a fair challenge from Steve Bruce, who clears it upfield and then kicks Spuddles into the back of Kanchelskis, and that will be a Liverpool or United free kick. Schmeichel out complaining to the referee, Philip Dawn. I don't know what about. He's actually complaining to Kanchelskis. I don't know which language they're using.
No. But he's got this habit, Schmeichel, hasn't he, of coming in and joining in. I think he's a member of a debating society, because every time there's a chance of one, he's in there, isn't he?
Fowler's receiving treatment at the moment, but it's interesting you raised that point about Schmeichel, Timmy, because I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Obviously, he dominates that penalty area.
Oh, he does.
Actually, he dominates the United defence by his very presence, but he does seem to get involved in areas and picks that are none of his business.
But he's definitely psyched up every game. I think he's a big plus for them, really. I would think the rest of the players, he's always trying to keep them going. He's cheering them up. Look at him now. He's at Pallister now, and he's just that kind of personality.
You wouldn't argue with him.
No.
He's a big man. He really is a huge goalkeeper.
He's got Danish written right through him, hasn't he?
Yes, it's a tough piece of bacon, that, though. He is a tough character, Mr. Schmeichel. Fowler is slightly more diminutive in size, shall we say, but he gets to his feet after treatment, and he retreats from the Manchester United penalty. And I'm sure there was no harm meant by Steve Bruce in the exchange, just a little word of comfort as they pass each other by. Play continues. Half an hour gone in this extraordinary game at Anfield. Manchester United leading by 3-1. Barnes down the left side, and across comes Keane. Terrier-like tackle puts the ball out of play. Throw into Liverpool. Rush, the captain, takes it to Barnes. Slip to the right to Redknapp. Forward to Fowler. Two defenders with Fowler. Then McManaman takes it up. He's challenged by Owen, and United take it clear. McClare to Giggs over the halfway line, faced by Wright. Giggs just steps away, and then he's brought down by Clough. Play continues, though. The ball is forward with Ince, then he's tackled by Ruddock, and Liverpool break forward. Great pass by Ruddock to Fowler, but the flag is up for offside on the far side, and the referee is now pulling Nigel Clough across. He'd spotted that tackle on Giggs, which really was rather wild. It's not like Clough, but maybe he's caught up in the atmosphere. Clough is booked.
Well, it's good refereeing. He allowed the play to go because he thought for a minute Manchester United were in an advantageous position. He hasn't shown the yellow card, has he?
Oh, he has. Oh, he most definitely has. Flourished it with some venom, Mr. Don.
He definitely cautioned it, because he definitely stopped the game. I was just looking down here really to see about the injury, but what he's done, he thought Manchester United were in an advantageous position, let the play go on. As soon as he broke down, immediately signalled he wanted to have a word with Clough.
I did say it was the sort of game that you could break off to have a cup of tea. You'll 15 minutes at half-time, folks, and that's it. Don't miss it.
Always the same when these two play up here in the northwest. This has been the high-profile game for quite a long time. I know there's always the derbies as well, but whenever these two play, it's the rivalry is so intense. It's between the two sets of fans more than anything else.
By the way, I should tell you, play still held up for treatment to Ryan Giggs, caught in that challenge by Nigel Clough, for which Clough was rightly booked. A reminder that at Carrow Road, it's Norwich 1, Newcastle United 1. With all due respect, that does seem very much a sideshow in relation to this game tonight at Anfield. Manchester United, the Premiership leaders, by 12 points. 12 points clear of Blackburn, and already 3-1 up at Anfield. So they could be 5 wins clear of the rest at the end of this game. That's what it means. 15 points, 5 wins. Bruce with a free kick for United, directed towards the far side. Keane rose powerfully, didn't make contact, it's cleared, but Irwin knocks it back down the left touchline. Keane is after it, but the flag is up for offside. It's a free kick to Liverpool.
Yes, Giggs looks fine. He got a knock all right. I think it's just below his knee, but he looks okay. He's running around quite freely, and he has been really one of the mainsprings of this United performance. He's played exceptionally well. It's his pace that's giving Liverpool all kinds of problems, and he's moving around the front line. At the moment, he's almost in a central position.
Well, that's one interesting tactical change that Alex Ferguson has made from the weekend game with Leeds United. Giggs is playing up front with Cantona tonight rather, whereas it was McClare on Saturday. McClare is adopting a midfield role tonight. Throw into Manchester United in the far side, all in black. Irwin takes it. It runs to McClare. McClare's pass, though, is too short. Rush has it. Clough takes it up. He hits the referee with a pass. Clough is also bundled over by Keane. Referee didn't spot it. Still, Liverpool attack down the right side with McManaman. Across went Pallister. Half clears it. only to Jones, midway inside United territory. Backheels the ball and leaves it for McManaman now. McManaman doesn't have much room to cross it. There are 3 black shirts between him and the penalty area. McManaman still holding it up. Now he runs infield, lays it back to Ruddock over the halfway line. Stab forward. Fowler jumps, does it up to put off the defender. Redknapp shoots left foot on the volley, but it's wide, and it's a goal kick in front of the Cop.
I think Keane's going to get booked here. Yes, he is. For his challenge on Clough. Well done, referee. I was just going to criticise him. I thought he missed it, but what happened was a bit of retribution, really, from Manchester United. After Clough's foul on Giggs, I think Keane left his foot there, and he's now got himself cautioned for it. It was a foul on Clough. Referee spotted it right away.
Yeah, it's good refereeing, wasn't it? He didn't stop the game unnecessarily. He marked the incident in his mind, waited for the right moment, and out came the yellow card. So Keane joins Clough. Bruce for Manchester United lofts it forward down the right side. Giggs doesn't have to win it. It's played back by Dix to Cantona, then Cantona gives it away. Barnes to Clough. Clough chips it towards the halfway line. Fowler jumps, but only deflects the ball further into the United half, straight to the feet of Steve Bruce, and Bruce plays it back to Schmeichel, who of course will be booed, playing as he is in front of the Cop in this first half. 10 minutes left to the interval. Liverpool 1, Manchester United 3 on an extraordinary night at Anfield. Barnes for Liverpool. Good pass to the far side, and Jones still short of the halfway line though. Taken up by McManaman. Jones sprints down the right touchline. McManaman doesn't need him. He's running down close to that line. Redknapp just a few yards behind him. Gets the pass from McManaman. Infield it goes to Barnes. Barnes a little slow, and he's tackled by Keane. The ball deflects away to Wright. Wright then directs it to the near side. That was a good ball. Lofted over Cantona straight to Dix. Now Rush coming out of the penalty area to Fowler. Liverpool very busy, not making much progress though towards that penalty area. Barnes forward to Fowler, edge of the box. He's now inside the box, beats Bruce easily, trying to tee it up for the cross, has to step away, gives it back to Barnes, lofts it towards the far post. McManaman heads it, but high and behind for a goal kick.
Well, a lot of promise there for Liverpool supporters. 8 passes put together, but in the end it still a cross from an awkward angle really, which McManaman had to leap at, head over the top. But the goal since Clough scored has really put a little bit of confidence back into the side. Fowler, Barnes, Dix there exchanging passes. They do test United every so often, but so far United's defence, I feel, has stood very well.
There's still 2 adrift though. Liverpool 1, Manchester United 2, or 3 rather. Keane plays the ball forward for United. Dix should meet it. Then Kanchelskis robs it. Kanchelskis right in the Liverpool penalty area. Inside the penalty area. Tries to tee up the shot for Giggs. And Giggs played it back to a non-existent black shirt close to the corner flag. He's seeing things. Barnes for Liverpool. Plays the ball towards the halfway line. Bruce rises over Fowler. Heads it back and it goes out of play. And it will be a Liverpool throw-in. Near side. Dix will take it. Clough available square, but further ahead is Rush. Rush meets the throw-in to Clough. Clough finds Redknapp. Ben Ince surely fouls Redknapp. Yes, the referee says. The free kick isn't being taken from the right spot. The referee allows it to continue. Ruddock played a rolling ball as well to Wright over the halfway line. Forward to Rush. Clough's through, edge of the box, shoots low and scores his second goal. And Liverpool really are back in it now. 8 minutes to go to half-time. A second for Clough. It's Liverpool 2, Manchester United 3.
Well, what an incredible football match this is, really. And incredibly, there I was just saying how well Manchester United's defence has stood the test, and they got themselves into an awful tangle. Keane, I don't know what he was thinking about. He could have knocked the ball anywhere, really. But anyway, Bruce came out to try and get in support. He didn't. And in the end, the ball ricocheted perfectly for Clough, who was running forward. And it was a beautiful strike from Clough. Edge of the box. Schmeichel had no chance of saving. Right in the corner. It's incredible, isn't it?
Would you agree, Jimmy, that 2-3 is actually a rather more accurate reflection of the play?
Well, I think what's going to happen here today, anything can happen the way things have gone. I think Liverpool started ever so well, and now they've got themselves with a bit of a sniff of this Manchester United team, because for a while, around the half hour, they looked like they were going to be buried. But here they are, they've stormed back.
red flare is lit away to our left on the Kop. It's the Liverpool red with hope again, though Manchester United still lead by 3 goals to 2, and we've still got 6 minutes to go to half-time. Keane forward to McClare shoots, blocked by Grobbelaar. Giggs had to score, he still has another chance. It's half cleared by Liverpool. Dreadful error by Grobbelaar, worse though by Giggs, who really should have scored United's fourth. United still on the attack though, down the near side. Played in by McClare, high into the penalty area. Giggs jumps, headed away, shot lashed in by Cantona, wide of goal. It's a goal kick. What a game! What a game!
Giggs scored one of the goals of the season on 20 minutes with that beautiful chip over Grobbelaar from about 25 yards. And believe me now, if you're listening, he's just missed an open goal, no more than 6 feet from the goal line. Ball on his right foot, and he's miscued it completely. It should have been a tap-in, really, and that would have been 4-2. But somehow Liverpool got it away.
Parker for United, down the right side. Kanchelskis ahead of him. Parker chooses the long option, plays it towards the edge of the penalty area. McClare forced to retreat, though. Ince with a challenge, and then the referee says that there was a handball used by Rob Jones, and he can award a free kick to Manchester United. And it's only about 25 yards from goal. Now, we saw what Irwin did with a free kick earlier in the game. And Irwin will fancy this one again. This one is to the right of the D as Liverpool look at it. They're defending. It's made for Irwin's right foot. Here he comes over the wall. And did it take a deflection? Yes, it did. It's a corner to Manchester United.
Yes, confident enough to have a go at it. And after the last free kick he took, why not? He didn't get any height on that one, though. And it struck the wall. It's gone behind for a corner kick. It was never destined anywhere, that.
Giggs to take the corner from the far side, the United left. Played in left-footed towards Keane. Rush heads it away. Ince meets it just outside the penalty area. Onto his right foot. He shoots. It's blocked by Ruddock. Deflects away to the far side. And Giggs has it for Manchester United. Then rushes it again. He's setting the example, the captain. He puts the ball out of play. It will be a United throw. 3 minutes to go to half-time. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 3. United all in black tonight, on the attack against the team all in red. Liverpool. Parker comes forward, plays it, took a deflection off Barnes. Grobbelaar must keep it in play. What's Grobbelaar doing? It couldn't have been meant as a back pass, yet Grobbelaar didn't lift the ball. Knocked it out of play in the near side for a throw, and still confusion amongst goalkeepers about this back pass rule. Kanchelskis from Parker's throw-in, skips away from Dix, pulls the ball back. Giggs lost the goal as it's knocked away by Jones, just away from his penalty area, and Liverpool survive. Fowler now sets Liverpool on the counter-attack. Dix near side. Oh, that's gone over the touchline. That's a throw-in, and Dix shouldn't argue. It was definitely over the line, and he's still arguing. And if the linesman calls the referee's attention, there'll be a yellow card. But he didn't. United take the throw-in and then rather waste it. Right. Edge of the Liverpool penalty area. 2.5 minutes to go to half-time. What a half. So many incidents. 5 goals. Ruddock to Clough, who scored 2 of them, both Liverpool's efforts. Great pass by Clough to Barnes. Barnes running at Parker into the penalty area, skips away from Parker, plays it low across the face of goal, and Schmeichel makes the save, and immediately lashes the ball upfield. Giggs is after it in a flash, but that was overhit for once by Schmeichel. It's out of play on the far side of the field.
Could easily have been 3-3. If John Barnes had gone down then, I think he'd have got a penalty kick up to first. Parker tackled him rather late, but he got his cross in. Good catch by Schmeichel, really was. Came out 4 yards to get hold of it.
Ruddock forward to Redknapp. Schmeichel, good anticipation, comes out of his penalty area, and then even better defensive play. He just shepherds it behind for a goal kick. Very intelligent goalkeeping.
Just prior to that, though, and it was a very good catch. It didn't look anything because his anticipation was so good. He was in the plumb centre of his goal. Barnes coming in, almost on the byline, and he dropped it across. Schmeichel taking all the weight off his defenders, coming out and grabbing hold of it.
Schmeichel with a goal kick. Right, actually bumped into Ruddock as he headed it away. Clough for Liverpool, lofts it forward, encouraging Rush to run after it. Parker's there, back past to Schmeichel. Rush kept running. Schmeichel, though, cleared over the halfway line. Giggs jumps. It comes off the head of Wright, though. Should be taken up by McClare on the far side, the Manchester United left. He turns it onto his right foot, tries to play it forward. It took a deflection. Grobbelaar, out of his penalty area, steps away from Giggs. There's arrogance for you. And Grobbelaar plays very carefully to the halfway line. But United win it back and attack once more. Then Clough for the interception. My word, Clough's had a great game for Liverpool. Apart from scoring 2 goals, he's defended very well, full of commitment. Just over-commitment once when he was rightly put for a rash challenge on Giggs. Now Dix over the halfway line to Barnes. Barnes spots the run from Dix into the penalty area, and Bruce stretched with his right foot, knocked it away. He was unhappy that Schmeichel didn't claim it. Throw into Liverpool. Barnes to Dix, near side, Liverpool left. Barnes steps on the ball, faced by Kanchelskis, turns inside the Russian, gives it to Clough. Jones wants it laid forward. It's laid to the full-back. He lays it wide again to McManaman. Plenty of room, right side of the box. There's the cross in towards Fowler. Pallister heads it away. Clough meets it, clips it high, and it's headed clear by Keane. This is a fantastic game. 1 minute to go to half-time. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 3. Completely breathless. Giggs picks it up for United. Cantona in plenty of room. It's played by Giggs to the Frenchman, and for once he doesn't control it. He lets the ball slip under his right foot, but he retreats, picks it up again, runs towards the penalty area, faced by Ruddock, jinking one way then the other. He's looking for the challenge, and then he fouls Ruddock, and the referee spots that. Cantona didn't know what to do with the ball.
No, he lost his temper there, Cantona, because he had a chance to knock it into the box, and Ruddock dispossessed him. He didn't like it, he tripped him up, a little bit of petulance. What a marvellous move by United. As soon as it breaks down, and McManaman had all the time in the world to cross it originally, that's let him down tonight, McManaman. His final ball's let him down 2 or 3 times. He lost possession there, and within 3 passes, United were in with a chance at the other end.
Into time added on at the end of the first half for stoppages. Redknapp comes forward, seen to be held off by Inns. Pallister brings it clear, moves across the halfway line, plays it to Giggs down the left. Cantona further ahead of the Welshman. Giggs jinks one way, then the other. He's left in the box now. Jones across there. Rashleigh went into 2 challenges. Giggs hit the cross in high. Cantona jumps, heads it goalwards, but it seemed to hit the back of Dix, and Grobbelaar is there. And Grobbelaar throws out to the near side. He put Rush under pressure, and actually Rush did well to pressurise the Manchester United players alongside him to win the throw-in, which Rush takes. Back to Dix. Barnes available short of the halfway line, and the ever-present, ever-available Clough.
I just wonder what's been going on in the 2 dressing rooms at half-time. What the respective Scottish managers, Alex Ferguson and Graham Souness, would have been saying to the 2 sides as United thrust a high ball into the Liverpool half, looking for Mark Wright, who had some uncertain moments at the back for Liverpool in the first half. Liverpool now looking for Barnes, who's got gloves on, I notice, in the second half. Little cold for him again here this evening. Now Dix, given away by Dix. Bruce can't clear for Manchester United. In the end, Roy Keane with a back pass for Schmeichel, but the whistle's gone for a foul on Ian Rush, and the referee says to Phil Boersma over on the far side, come on and have a look at Ian Rush. Then it'll be a Liverpool free kick, and let me bring in right at the start of the second half Jimmy Armfield.
I think Graham Souness will have had a word with his defenders certainly about watching the forward runs of Keane and McClare in particular, and watching the pace of Giggs. I think that would be a real priority for him.
Quickly taken free kick. Julian Dix forward. Roy Keane is there for Manchester United, but Barnes threatens still down the Liverpool left. It comes back to Dix. Good ball by Dix. Back again to Barnes, hugging that touchline down the left-hand side. This is a good start once more by Liverpool. They started the first half very well, then found themselves 3 goals behind. Now Cantona holds it up well. Looks for McClare to make the run into the Liverpool half. McManaman is back for Liverpool. Highly charged, Steve McManaman. And McManaman gets there first, and Nigel Clough touches it off for Jamie Redknapp. Redknapp supporting Clough well in midfield. Now Barnes comes into the movement. He's right in the centre of this Liverpool midfield. Jones takes over. And now McManaman once more. Back in field for the man who scored 2 goals tonight, Nigel Clough. He looks for Barnes. The boot was a bit high by Pallister from Manchester United. Referee says play on. Kanchelskis. Not effective at all there, Kanchelskis. That was far too dainty over on the far side against a character like Julian Dix. and the ball once more comes back inside United's penalty area, and it went out of play, so Peter Schmeichel can take this goal kick.
I think another point for Liverpool is the fitness level of Barnes and Dix. They haven't played a great deal. The pace, in the first half really will be telling later on in the game. I'm sure Graham Souness will be keeping his eye on that.
Well, if you've just joined us on Radio 5, what a pity, because the score here at half-time, 3-2 to Manchester United. Magnificent stuff behind us, and much more to look forward to, we hope. Clough for Liverpool. Good ball by Clough. Lovely running by Rush. No, he's just sneaked into an offside position. But Nigel Clough is certainly right on top of his game here tonight with those 2 goals. He has got a yellow card as well for a foul on his in midfield against his former Forest teammate Roy Keane, so Clough's treading carefully now for the rest of this game. It's a free kick to Manchester United. Schmeichel hammers it into the Liverpool half. Giggs should be beaten in the air by Ruddock, and he was, and United knock it sideways down the right-hand side, and number 14, Kanchelskis. He's got 2 Liverpool players. He gets an early ball in. Wright has to be very careful, volleys it away to good effect this time over on the far side. Parker keeps it in for Manchester United, and then from the halfway line you'll get a few boos for that, because that's a long back pass once more to Schmeichel. Commanding figure on the edge of that Manchester United penalty area. He's 15 yards out now, getting a bit more distance, but that's a poor ball this time by Schmeichel, easily gobbled up by Ruddock, and he sets it up for Barnes. Barnes tries to find Rush. Rush turns away from the challenge from Fowler it was who turned away from the challenge, and it's a free kick to Liverpool. Getting Rush and Fowler confused there. They do look a lot alike, and now they're both waiting for Julian Dix. Dix with a fine ball for Redknapp, touched off first time by Redknapp. Down the Liverpool left is John Barnes. Barnes is taking on Parker, goes on the outside of Parker, tries to pull it back, and the angle was tight for him, and Schmeichel was there at the near post.
Well, Liverpool have made the more confident start. They started confidently from the kick-off as well, but since the restart they've moved the ball around well in the midfield particularly. That was a good move. It ended up with Barnes once again not making the crosses tell.
Given away by Bruce. Sliced clearance by Ruddock. It falls kindly for Liverpool though, and they get it wide now for McManaman down below us on the Liverpool right. McManaman's in danger of carrying this one out of play, and he does do. Dennis Irwin sticking tight to McManaman. He's got the throw-in for Manchester United just inside the Liverpool half. Cantona, first time we've mentioned him in the second half, given away by him. Fowler now on the charge for Liverpool, hasn't really got it under control, doesn't lay it off very accurately. Dix comes into the movement though for Liverpool, ponders a bit too much on the ball. Keane has beaten Dix, and Giggs sets off for Manchester United, goes past Ruddock, and there were too many defenders there this time for Ryan Giggs. Liverpool tidy up well, and they look now for another telling pass from Nigel Clough. The game is once more just as rapid as it was in the first half, as Liverpool now stretch United down the far side. Good ball over to Barnes. Dix comes in once more to help John Barnes, as Fowler was waiting for the pass. Bruce steals it away from him, and that's a fine ball now for Manchester United with Roy Keane. Keane holds it, waits for Kanchelskis to make the run. Kanchelskis has got it. Cantona's waiting, so is Giggs. The ball in, eventually falls to Cantona. Cantona's shot is deflected, and it's a corner kick to Manchester United over on the right-hand side of the field. Cantona might have scored a fourth there, deflected away for a Ryan Giggs corner.
Well, Liverpool were absolutely caught there. It's the fitness level as well of Dix and Barnes on the left side. The move broke down, they couldn't get back. Kanchelskis' pace was too much. He pulled it to Cantona, and I think the ball struck right and went behind for a corner.
Giggs with a corner from the right side. It doesn't arrive though at the near post before Palace can get to it. Liverpool headed away for a throw-in over on the far side. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 3. All that after United had gone into a 3-0 lead halfway through the first half. The ball now is with Eric Cantona. Wins another corner off Julian Dix. Corner kick to Manchester United. Their second right at the start of this second half. Short corner. Cantona to Giggs and back to Cantona. Spots Kanchelskis on the edge of the area. Goes round one player. Good skills from Kanchelskis, and the shot is too high. The shot goes way back into the copper way to the left-hand side. And at last Liverpool can get hold of that white ball and take the resulting goal kick. But It went like this in the first half. In the first minute, Fowler should have scored for Liverpool. And Steve Bruce for Manchester United, a header, got above John Barnes. Cross from Cantona. Ryan Giggs with a chip over Grobbelaar for the second, superbly executed after a mistake by Mark Wright. Dennis Irwin with a free kick, 3-0, then 2 goals by Nigel Clough. Now Robbie Fowler for Liverpool, quickly played behind Rush though, not cleared yet by Manchester United. McManaman entered great challenge by Paul Ince on McManaman, and United set off again with Kanchelskis. He's got Keane available over on the far side, finds Keane halfway inside the Liverpool half. Back in field now for Cantona, faced by Ruddock. It goes sideways to Roy Keane. Kanchelskis has another opportunity. He's got a free kick. Liverpool's Nigel Clough appeals. Why? But Philip Don, who's having a terrific night here along with all the players, responding to the atmosphere, must have been very reluctant to blow that half-time whistle. United take the free kick. Cantona goes past 2-3 challenges. McClare shovels the shot in. It got a Liverpool deflection, so that's why Grobbelaar is diving away to the left to make the save. And it's a wonderful throw by Grobbelaar. To the near side, McManaman. Back with Rob Jones, the fullback, short of the halfway line. Accurately from him to Jamie Redknapp. And now McManaman takes over. Down below us on the Liverpool right, being forced to go square by Dennis Irwin. Good defending by the Irishman. Liverpool, though, still keep it moving from right to left. Dix has it. 30 yards away from Schmeichel's goal. Plays it up towards Rush on the edge of the area. Now John Barnes for Liverpool. Back it goes to Clough, and Liverpool still keep it going. Dix now arrows the ball into the area. Fowler heads it across, but the whistle's gone by referee Philip Don. Liverpool have been penalised. Manchester United might have taken a quick free kick there, but there was nobody really ready for Schmeichel. And so here comes the free kick, and we have substitutes warming up now over on the far side. Brian Robson, by the way, one of the 2 outfield players Alex Ferguson has up his sleeve. His son Darren is the other. For Liverpool, they've got Bjornaby and Nicol, internationals wherever you look. Liverpool now 3-2 down at home to Manchester United. Manchester United could go 15 clear of Blackburn. They could go 24 clear of Liverpool if they hold on to this lead. Liverpool coming back though well. Jones into the United half, headed on well by Fowler. Oh, and Ian Rush was through there, almost through, and the whistle had gone for the foul on Fowler, and Ian Rush is furious. So is Neil Ruddock. The referee commits himself to the whistle, doesn't play the advantage. Liverpool have been pulled back. They've got the ball, they've got the free kick, but they might have had even more than that if the game had been allowed to continue. Anyway, Jamie Redknapp now will take this free kick for Liverpool. It's not the best, it's too near Schmeichel. Schmeichel clears, not well, doesn't get it right at all. Straight back to Liverpool it goes. Rob Jones has it once more down this near side, allows McManaman to take over with his dribbling skills. Flicks the ball in field for Redknapp, and now Clough. Clough with a chip to the far side, which doesn't arrive at John Barnes' feet, and Manchester United give it to Cantona. If in doubt, give it to Cantona. That's a lovely ball from Cantona to Keane. Keane forward for Giggs, is onside. No, he's not. Giggs looked to be through for the 4th, but the whistle's gone for offside, and it's a free kick to Liverpool.
Yes, Manchester United on the break. They look very dangerous because the passing is so accurate. Liverpool, of course, have got to push forward. There's 1 or 2 little gaps appearing in the middle of the field, but they were unlucky a moment ago when Fowler flicked the ball on. Rush was in with a great chance.
Ball from Jimmy in a moment as Jones gives the ball away to Cantona. It's a lovely rescuing tackle though by Neil Ruddock. Or maybe lovely's not the right adjective ever to apply to a Neil Ruddock interception, but it was a superbly effective challenge by Ruddock. Bring Jimmy Armfield back in again in a moment, but how much longer can the players keep up this pace and quality here? 3-2 to Manchester United. Liverpool at one stage 3-0 down. All the goals so far in the first half. Liverpool threatening once more with Fowler. Good challenge though by Keane. The challengers go diving and flying in once more from those midfield players. Redknapp skates around from those challenges though, and gives it to John Barnes, who holds it up well. Now Clough. Clough decides to change the direction. Comes to this near side for Steve McManaman. Another accurate pass. McManaman now turning Irwin. Inside out, is inside the area. Square looks for Fowler, and Ince is there once more, patrolling that penalty area for Manchester United. Then as he tries to go clear, he's fouled by Fowler, and it's a free kick to Manchester United.
Yes, if McManaman had for the first time, really, he had Irwin turning and twisting. I thought he was going to try and chip the ball to the back post. Would have had more success there. He played it along the ground, and Manchester United closed ranks very quickly. Ince, McClare, Pallister, all there to scramble the ball away.
A reminder, Norwich 1, Newcastle 1 in the other Premiership game. Newcastle coming back there with an equaliser from Peter Beardsley. Here, 10 minutes into the second half at Anfield. 3-2 to Manchester United. 3-0 up they went through Bruce, through Giggs, and then from Dennis Irwin. Nigel Clough, though, thundering back for Liverpool with 2 superbly taken goals. And now Clough has found McManaman. He's got it back from McManaman, and this time, just for about the first time tonight, Nigel Clough doesn't measure the pass right, and that's gone behind Rob Jones.
This could be a significant match for Nigel Clough, because, you know, it hasn't been easy for him. He's had 1 or 2 difficult matches here, but tonight he really looks, you know, just like the Clough I remember playing ever so well for his father at Nottingham Forest, where I felt he was such an influential player.
And he's doing it at the highest level tonight as well, against people like Ince in midfield, and Keane, his old Forest buddy, and Cantona and McClare as well. But Nigel Clough is looking the part. He wants the ball, but Mark Wright doesn't seem to want to give it to him. Wright instead picks out McManaman down the near side, Liverpool's right. It's McManaman against Irwin again. They're having a great tussle, those two. Comes back to Rob Jones. Rob Jones looks to Fowler to take over. Fowler now works it in with his left foot and goes the wrong way. Everyone was waiting over on the left-hand side. Fowler played a little reverse ball to the right, which nobody moved on to at all. And Schmeichel's there once more to take possession for Manchester United. 12 minutes gone already in the second half. Still the way that it was at half-time. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 3. Schmeichel clears for United from right to left. The ball hangs and then comes down, and when it does, Dix heads it firmly out of play over on the far side for a Manchester United throw-in. Just inside the Liverpool half, it's Paul Parker. Parker for Cantona. Quietish second half so far from Cantona. Now he's got the ball again, though, Cantona. 3 Liverpool players around him. Giggs laid off superbly to the far... No, just offside again. Giggs played that one touch to the far side, and Kanchelskis was a fraction offside. And Liverpool have already taken the free kick, have they? Ruddock's just walking forward with the ball. No, he's going to take this one now from the spot that Philip Don requires him to take it from.
Technically, very good Manchester United. I think that's the strength of the side, really. You know, technically, the first touch of the ball is really very good. You know, we talk about, you know, well, wait till they finish the ball. Yeah,
it was a poor free kick, that by Ruddock, and now Cantona with a deflection from McClare. McClare goes forward, but the whistle's gone already. The whistle's gone already. Philip Don has penalised Manchester United. The flag's gone up over on the near side, so Jimmy, come back in again.
Yes, there couldn't have been much in that either. Yeah, it must have been very tight. I was just looking, Mike, you know, they've got 7 non-English players in their team tonight.
Well, there's a non-English player on the ball for Liverpool, Ian Rush, but he can't find Robbie Fowler over on the far side. The ball is out of play. Manchester United's throw-in, and another of those non-English Manchester United men, the Russian Andriy Kanchelskis, wins the throw-in off the Liverpool defender, and it's with Paul Parker on the halfway line. 3-2 to Manchester United, so this game far from over yet. They must have thought at 3-0, and all their supporters away on the right that was it. But Liverpool came storming back with Nigel Clough's 2 goals, and Barnes has the ball now for Liverpool. Barnes forward, foul on the edge of the area, yes. A foul on Fowler on the edge of the Manchester United penalty area. Paul Ince is going to dispute this, and I think we'll get a yellow card. Philip Don pulls him over. The heat of the moment. Paul Ince lets his temperament get the better of him, his hot temperament at times. It's a yellow card for Paul Ince, but it's a free kick to Liverpool, and they've got John Barnes down there. They've also got Neil Ruddock and Jamie Redknapp. Every Manchester United player getting back inside that area. Now United scored from a free kick. 15 minutes gone in the second half. United lead 3-2, but here's an awkward moment for them. Right on the edge of the area. The shot comes in from Redknapp, and the United wall does its job, and it defends that free kick from Redknapp. And Liverpool Ruddock gave it away. Keane forward, lovely running by Giggs. There's only Rob Jones back for Liverpool. Giggs with a shot, spectacular save by Grobbelaar. Wonderful bit of action, and all that happened from a free kick on the edge of the area down the other end of the field for Liverpool. Suddenly United break. They cut Liverpool inside out. Superb pass for Giggs. Tremendous save by Bruce Grobbelaar. Corner kick to United.
Well, that was a typical example of what I mean, really, how quickly they can break, and that's all technical skill, because it was two passes. Ruddock gave the ball away. When it was played through, Giggs just transferred it to his left foot.
Corner kick by Giggs comes drifting in. Bruce immediately beaten in the air by Ruddock. United sort themselves out on the edge of the area. Lovely dribbling skills by Kanchelskis. Kanchelskis wide to Giggs. Goes round the challenge. The ball played in by Ryan Giggs. And it's away by Neil Ruddock, but suddenly Liverpool are being forced back by Manchester United. Bruce has stayed forward following the corner. So too has Gary Pallister. Liverpool defend, and they get it out of that area. And it's played forward, and Fowler now trying to run onto it for Liverpool. But Parker is just goal side of Fowler, and it's back to Schmeichel.
Yes, they didn't finish. In the end, Giggs struck the ball from the edge of the D, really. And it was a wonderful save by Grobbelaar, a reflex save. But it was two passes from Liverpool having a free kick down to the other end, and that's where Manchester United have got it at the moment. They're so quick on the break.
17th minute of the second half. Still the way it was at half-time. 3-2 to Manchester United. Cantona tries to link with Andrei Kanchelskis, who tried to flick it on to gain control, but couldn't get it under control, and it's Liverpool once more, but they run into trouble. And Cantona's gone wide for Manchester United. Cantona now inside the area, pulls it back and looks for Ince, and has Ince got the corner kick there against the defender? Philip Dom's blown his whistle, and he's pointed to the far side, and United have got the corner. Yes, and Cantona's there already.
Yes, Redknapp was the man who got back. He saved Liverpool there.
A corner kick to Manchester United, leading 3-2, needing another one to settle this at least. Cantona's corner, Roy Keane rises, beaten in the air by Mark Wright. Ball comes out to Parker, who's a long way away from the goal. Parker plays it down the United left. McClare's got it under control. McClare shovels it forward for Steve Bruce. In come the challenges, and then in the end it's Gary Pallister of all people from nearly 25 yards out who thumps that wide, and Grobbelaar's taken his goal kick already. It's that sort of a night. He's getting on with it. And McManaman goes inside United's half. Infield now for Barnes, who's come across to the right. On the halfway line is Rob Jones. Doesn't mess about with Giggs challenging, and Liverpool now move it into the centre circle, where Clough lays it off for Jamie Redknapp. And now Dix is there once more, down the Liverpool left. Lots of players waiting for this. Liverpool now with Redknapp just inside the area. Redknapp being four square, gets the shot in. Superb save by Schmeichel. It still needs clearing by Dennis Irwin, and it is. And Peter Schmeichel touches the net and says, "We're still in the lead." 3-2. Wonderful saves by Grobbelaar and Schmeichel, and Liverpool come again now with Jones. Infield for Barnes. Barnes is 25 yards away from that Schmeichel goal. All left-footed stuff from him. Little layoff from Clough, and Rush just can't get that one under his control, and Schmeichel has it once more. Norwich won, Newcastle won in the other Premiership game.
I thought that was Liverpool's best move since the break. Mike, that is Clough again who started it. Lovely pass to Redknapp. Redknapp cut inside, hit it with his right foot, coming in from the left-hand side of the pitch. It was seemed to be going to the left-hand corner of the goal. Schmeichel, second attempt, got hold of it.
Well, I tell you what, this is setting some standard at the start of 1994 for the rest of the Premiership to live up to. And when you look at these two out there this evening, you would think that these are the two contesting the title. But Liverpool are well out of that title, but they still want to beat Manchester United badly as Dick stumps the ball in from all of 30 yards, and Schmeichel tumbles away to his right to make the save. And it's amazing to think that on tonight's evidence that Liverpool are 21 points behind Manchester United, but that's the reality. They are 36 against 57. And United are threatening to make it a 24 gap if they can hold on to this 3-2 lead. Redknapp now for Liverpool, who are coming again. McManaman down the Liverpool right, on the edge of the area, faced by Irwin and McClare. Tucks it back a little bit wide for Redknapp, but he's got it. Lots of Manchester United players back now covering. Liverpool still working it well. Jones with the ball in, too near the goalkeeper again. That final pass from Rob Jones, just letting him down.
It's let them down all night. They've created so many decent positions. They get themselves on the edge of the area. and for some unaccountable reason the ball finished it up in Schmeichel's hands. It's not good positional play just by the goalkeeper. It is that the crosses and centres, final balls, have been wayward.
20 minutes gone in the second half, 5 goals in the first half. At this stage in the first half, Manchester United well and truly in control, leading 2-0 and about to score a third. Then we had those 2 goals from Nigel Clough, and what a game we've had since 7:45, live on BBC National Radio 5. 42,000 are here as well, I'm hearing. Over 42,000 at Anfield for this game here tonight. Now, Manchester United chested off by Cantona. Andre Kanchelskis 25 yards out. Goes past Mark Wright with ease. In comes Brian McClair, but can't take it in his stride. Manchester United appeal for the corner, but it's a Liverpool goal kick.
Yeah, there's some real quality in United's attacks. You know, the real reason for that is, of course, that Liverpool are committed now to attack themselves, so there's a few more spaces for United to run into. But there's a lovely touch again from Cantona to to Kanchelskis there, and it was just a little bit overhit for McClair to try and fasten onto for a final ball.
Now, referee does play advantage as Nigel Clough is fouled and Ian Rush manages to find John Barnes. Barnes wriggling, snakes the shot in from 25 yards, it's wide. But this is quite a way for the Premiership to sign off for a bit before we get involved in the FA Cup at the weekend, and then the League Cup next week. The quarter-finals, Manchester United at home to Portsmouth, remember. Liverpool having been knocked out in that penalty shootout by Wimbledon. United's Roy Keane has got an injury at the moment as goalkeeper Schmeichel takes the goal kick up to the halfway line. Cantona gets above Ruddock, beats him in the air, but Wright is the covering player for Liverpool. Gives it to McManaman again, down the Liverpool right. Forced in field once more by Dennis Irwin. But that's good play by Liverpool as they open up possibilities for Rob Jones. Jones now on the edge of the United area, running into a bit of a tunnel. Then he's pushed over, and Liverpool have got the free kick. And this is no more than a yard away from the penalty area. It's a free kick to Liverpool. 3-2 they trail, right on the edge of the United penalty area. Halfway point of the second half. Phil Boersma, the Liverpool physio, is going to come on to attend to a Liverpool injury, and then when that's been sorted out, Liverpool will have a free kick. Another moment of drama perhaps for Alan Green to describe.
Let me say thank you now. There may not be time later, but I think we owe thanks to these two teams. It has been a fabulous game of football. It's 3-2 to United, and the free kick to Liverpool is literally 6 inches outside the United penalty area. Now, how many players in that black wall? 7 of them. Will it be Barnes' left foot? Will it be Dix? Will it be Ruddock? Schmeichel standing a yard in front of his line, and the referee waving the United wall back. There are now 8 players in the wall. The referee, now he's happy. Rush stands in front of the wall, and still a little dispute involving the Liverpool players and the referee, Philip Dawn. Now, what have Liverpool got for this free kick? Inches outside the United penalty area. 8 players in the wall. Still we wait. Barnes, Dix closest to the ball. Clough preparing to run. Ruddock is there. The referee's happy. We just wait for the action. Liverpool hesitate. Now it's teed up for Clough. He shoots into the wall. It's played back in by Dix. Dix shoots left-footed. Deflected up and away by Bruce. Barnes tries to head it down into the penalty area, but Irwin runs it clear. And actually, it was all a bit of a letdown, wasn't it? After all that.
Yes, plan F.
so long.
Yeah, plan F. Forget it. Didn't work, did it?
No, 20 minutes to go. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 3. Jones with a throw-in to Barnes. Barnes is robbed by Giggs, and Giggs plays it up over the halfway line. Grobbelaar well outside his penalty area, acting like a sweeper, lashes it upfield. Rush heads it on. Redknapp waits, tries to head it back to Rush. Keane is in there. 1-0 by Liverpool's Fowler on the halfway line. Kanchelskis was impeding him, and the referee blows his whistle quickly and awards the free kick for Liverpool.
I'm very impressed by Fowler tonight, Alan.
Barnes heads it on towards the edge of the United penalty area, headed away by Pallister, and Parker carefully heads it to Konchelskis, now Keane, lashed forward, Giggs is after it, right heads it away, and is taken up by Ruddock, left of the centre circle, glorious ball forward to Redknapp, Barnes, Redknapp after it, it was overhit the pass, slightly overhit, and it's through to Schmeichel.
Yes, I was saying, I'm very impressed by Fowler tonight. Some of his outfield play has been really top class. You know, people talk about him being a goal scorer, there's a lot more to his game than that, and here he is playing against one of the best defences in the Premiership, and he has really carried a threat all the time, coming out to either flank or running at Manchester United's defence down the centre.
There's hardly been a failure on the pitch. I mean, at times Liverpool's defence looks rather on edge, but you've got to say United keep punishing them. It's a terrific open game of football, and it's not finished yet by any way. 19 minutes to go at Anfield. Manchester United, the leaders of the Premiership, by 12 points. The champions of England lead Liverpool by 3 goals to 2. The United fans in voice now. Parker takes a throw in to Cantona, back to Keane, and Keane stabs it to Bruce, the captain, inside the United half. Back it goes to Schmeichel. First time clearance by Schmeichel. Inside the centre circle, won by Clough, headed down by Rush to Jones, forward to McManaman. Good header away by Irwin. Won back by Liverpool's Rush. McManaman down the near side, the right. Irwin comes in. Irwin wins the ball fairly. Finds McClure. Rush beats him again. Oh, well. The referee says that's a foul tackle, and obviously Rush concurs because he didn't protest. Though high up where we are, looking down at these players like Sabudio players they are tonight from this height, didn't look that much wrong with the challenge, but it is nevertheless a free kick to Manchester United, and we've 18 minutes left. It's extraordinary, actually. We haven't had a goal in the second half, but the play is still terrific to watch. All 5 goals scored in the first 45 minutes. 3 to Manchester United, 2 to Liverpool. Rush for Liverpool to Clough, forward to Barnes. He tried to backheel it to Redknapp. Instead he found Parker, and Parker just stabs the ball back to Peter Schmeichel, who's made 2 excellent saves over the last 5 or 6 minutes. Schmeichel out of his penalty area. Plays the ball upfield. Ruddock heads it away, but straight to Ince. Headed on by McClure. Jones heads it clear. McManaman, though, stabs it only to Ince. Now Irwin, Ince again, yards over the halfway line, moves inside the centre circle. He's being pressurised by Clough. Clough knocked the ball away, but straight through to Schmeichel. Long clearance upfield by Schmeichel. Canton is after it, and the bounce beat the Frenchman, and Grobbelaar has it.
Yes, Manchester United will use that long ball when they have to do. You know, route 1. They got 1 goal off it. Schmeichel booting it down the pitch, really. They're just playing for distance. And I've been watching since half-time. That's obviously an instruction. Every time it's come to him, he's just hoofed it as far as he can. They're hoping to use the pace of Giggs or Keane.
Error by Cantona. Gives the ball straight to Barnes. Redknapp takes it up. Fowler running to his left. Oh, it's played behind Fowler, but he still has it. Edge of the United penalty area. Taken up by Dix. Into the box. Rush waits. It's played across the face of goal, and Schmeichel catches it.
Poor cross. It looked good, but it was a poor cross in the end because Rush was on the near post, Barnes was on the back post, and it was driven in the one place where Schmeichel was going to get hold of it. It was a lovely exchange between Fowler and Dix. Dix did ever so well, but his cross was driven. I could see what he was trying to do, but it was a miscue, I think.
16 minutes to go. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 3, and I suspect the former Liverpool manager, one Kenny Dalglish, will be willing on his old club to at least get a draw tonight that would give Blackburn some hope, chasing Manchester United. But here comes Giggs into the penalty area, tries to play the ball back. It must have taken a deflection. It's deflected away to Ince. Ince finds Irwin. Ince again. Infield to Cantona. Cantona, great cross to the far side. Chance here for United. Shot driven in. Grobbelaar palms it away with his right hand and saves his team from going 4-2 down.
Well, it was a wonderful pass from Cantona. The vision, he was on the left wing about 8 or 10 yards in from the touchline, and he put it right across to the far side, right-hand side of the pitch. And he went to Keane, who chested it down, volleyed it. Good save by Grobbelaar again.
Corner to Manchester United from the near side, their left. Giggs to take it. Bruce waiting inside the box. It's headed away by Ruddock. Straight to Cantona. Cantona wins it. Finds Keane. Near side it's played to Giggs. Running in towards the penalty area. Crosses low into the box. Stabbed away by Jones. Redknapp it's Clough who's slow, but he gets away with it as McManaman makes the clearance over the halfway line. Rushes forward to challenge Parker. Parker has the room to get the ball back to Schmeichel. Schmeichel out of his penalty area. Picks out Irwin down the near side. A quarter of an hour left. Manchester United lead by 3-2. Forward it goes towards Giggs. Excellent control by Rob Jones. And Jones gives it back to Grobbelaar. Grobbelaar says to Wright, you get out of my way, son. I'll play it upfield. Point to get it right. You go forward, he says. Grobbelaar's well out of his penalty area now. Down the near side, the right. It's a poor clearance by Grobbelaar. Hits straight to Manchester United. Giggs tries to play it forward to McClure. It's intercepted by Jones and lofts it forward towards Barnes. Good play by Gary Pallister, getting there before his England colleague and giving the ball back to the Dane Schmeichel, who plays right-footed over the halfway line. Right jumps, beats Giggs in the air as he should do. The header finds Clough. Back to Ruddock, midway inside Liverpool's half. Faced by McClure, he slips the ball forward. That was carelessly played. Keane intercepts. Forward to Kanchelskis. Ruddock gets across quickly and stabs the ball back towards Grobbelaar in the yellow jersey in front of the Kop, away to our left. Grobbelaar now gives the ball to Mark Wright, who strides forward towards the halfway line. Gives it to Redknapp. Back to Ruddock. Plenty of possession from Liverpool in the second half, but no penetration as yet. Ruddock over the halfway line now, inside United territory. Plays it to Dix. Forward to Fowler. Left edge of the box. Across comes Bruce. Excellent challenge by Bruce. Slips the ball out of play towards the far side of the tunnel. And it's a throw-in to Liverpool. 6 yards from the corner flag. Liverpool are going to make a substitution. McManaman is the man making way. I'm trying to see, is that Bjornaby coming on?
Yes.
It is Bjornaby coming on. So presumably Dix will be pushed off. We'll wait to see. Anyway, Liverpool from the throw-in on the far side, and Bjornaby wins the ball and thought he'd won a corner, but he hasn't.
I would think it's really to try and prop up that left-hand side a little bit. They'll put Barnes across to the, I think, more in a forward role. Bjornaby will go out on the left-hand side. I think Dix has been physically struggling a little bit in the last 10 or 15 minutes. It's understandable, really. He's only played, one game in about how many? 10 or 12.
A lot.
Yes, quite a lot.
But he didn't look too clever against Sheffield United. Much better tonight. Here come Liverpool again. The Fowler, as he gets away from Ince, gave the ball away, but so too to United. Fowler, near side, is tackled by Irwin, and is it out of play? Yes, it is. It's going to be a throw-in to Liverpool, and maybe even a free kick for a foul by Irwin and Robbie Fowler. Awarded by the referee. 12 minutes to go. Liverpool with 2 home defeats this season, by Spurs and by Blackburn, facing a third, the most significant of all against Manchester United. Liverpool on the attack down the right side. Fowler plays the ball in. Diving headed clearance by Ince, picked up by Liverpool again. Left side of the penalty area. Bjornaby with a cross. Great header in by Ruddock. Up in attack. Powers it past Schmeichel. That's the equaliser from 3-0 down. It's now 3-3.
Well, what a marvellous goal that was, and Ruddock deserved the goal, because what happened was the ball was played to him with his back to goal on the edge of the D, and he flicked it on it was the most deft touch I think he's ever played in his career. He flicked it out to the left, Bjornaby picked it up, and the cross was perfect, and Ruddock came steaming in on the 6-yard line between the 2 central defenders, and he buried the ball in the back of the goal. What a goal, and what a fight back.
And what a game. Meantime, quickly, as Ruddock receives treatment, we've got a Pat Murphy at Carrow Road.
Norwich 1, Newcastle 2. Andy Cole, the scorer, a brilliant goal, a brilliant move involving 5 players, some wonderful touch play, and he swept round Gunn and scored a great goal. Norwich 1, Newcastle 2.
10 minutes to go at Anfield. The red flares are up again on the Kop.
I'll tell you one thing, I noticed it. Bjornaby's cross just come into the game. Spot on.
Great cross, great touch, great header, 3-3. What a game.
Great substitution.
Well, he'll claim that.
Let's give him credit.
Yes.
Let's give him credit.
Quite right. No. Have we got a 7th goal in this game? And if so, who's going to claim it? Schmeichel plays the ball upfield over the halfway line. Wright heads it back. Irwin for Manchester United to Ince. They were 3-0 up, United. And now they're level with Liverpool here at Anfield. Ince to Irwin. Forward towards Ince again. Jones intercepts. Liverpool rampant. Fowler over the halfway line to Barnes. Barnes is tackled by Bruce. Good challenge by the United captain. And then he plays it forward towards Ince. And he's quite right, Bruce. Ince took over, but he was running in the wrong direction.
Yes, he was. Bruce was looking really to play him forward into a forward position and started running towards him.
We've 10 minutes to go. Liverpool have the ball on the far side. Julian Dix forward to Barnes. Dix again. Dix and Barnes just back after injury. Adrenaline's keeping them going. Barnes to Redknapp. Dix again. Clough wants it played towards the near side, and it is controlled by Jones. Jones is tackled by Irwin. Jones is holding Irwin off. Play continues because United have possession. It was to their advantage. Cantona towards Pallister. Look where Pallister is. Midway inside the Liverpool half. Cantona thinks it should be played to him, and Pallister is running back to where he knows best, back towards the halfway line. And he gives it to his central defensive colleague Bruce. Now United come forward. McClare, right side of the midfield. Cross to Cantona, and Cantona heads it just wide.
Well, there's a...
I know you're speechless.
It's one superb move after another. Pallister, really. Where he got the energy from that, I don't know. He's run all the way down the left-hand side, then ran all back, played it across into the midfield. Bruce out to McClare. The cross came in. He'd have backed Cantona to put that away with his head. But inches past the post. I think everybody in the cot there, the heart must have missed a beat.
Hey, we'll be lucky if we see a better game than this season. This is quality written all over it. 3-3. Manchester United, champions and likely champions in 1994. We're 3 up, and it's now 3-3. Giggs has scored one of their goals, crosses from the left-hand side, and it's lifted away by Redknapp, carefully lifted away. Fowler challenges on the near side with Irwin. Irwin tries to hold him up. Fowler wins the ball. Clough to Rush. Forward to Redknapp. Redknapp skips away from Bruce. Bruce's presence was enough to put him off, though, and Manchester United have possession again. Then Kanchelskis is robbed of it. Redknapp challenges and is beaten by Bruce. My goodness, the challenge interferes. Fowler lofts it forward. Barnes jumps, heads it down. He was leaning on Bruce, and that's a free kick. United want to take it quickly, not too quick even for this referee, who's had an outstanding game, Philip Dunn.
I'm just saying, 6 minutes left, and they were still chasing a winner here. It's amazing, really, the fitness level of the players.
Especially after the Christmas and New Year games that they've had to go through to get here.
That's right.
It is a very tiring period for these boys.
No thought of the FA Cup, they used to say, save yourselves for the Cup. There's been none of that.
Not between these two. That was never likely, was it? Liverpool 3, Manchester United 3. Ruddock, scorer of the equaliser, hits it forward. Good control by Roos. Gets the pass back to Schmeichel, and Schmeichel clears to the far side. Dick seemed to push into the back of Kanchelskis. The referee agrees that's a free kick. And we've got 6 minutes left for play at Anfield. Well, I thought it was a free kick, but United are only getting a throw into the far side. Parker takes it. Throw to Ince. Forward to Cantona. Cantona is beaten by Clough, but it's won back by McClare. Pallister now. Edge of the centre circle. Drifting to the left of it and across the halfway line. Leaves it to the Frenchman Cantona on his right foot. Keane available on the far side, as is Parker. Forward down the right wing is Kanchelskis. He has the ball now, a couple of yards in from the near touchline. Infield to Keane. United keeping the ball at the moment, trying to take the sting out of Liverpool. Now, Cantona lashes it into Barnes, and it rebounds out of play. It's a throw into United, and Cantona wants to take it. No, he leaves it wisely for Parker. 3-3. Parker throws to Cantona. Cantona is beaten. Should have used his hand on the far side. Not given. Play continues. Cantona, right side of the midfield for United. Tries to draw the ball across with his left foot. It's cleared by Liverpool. Temporarily cleared. And then Ince was pushing on Fowler. Free kick to Liverpool. The action is non-stop. Redknapp from the free kick to Clough, and Clough, that looked a little tired, that ball upfield. And that's the one piece of criticism I would level at Nigel Clough tonight. He's had a great game, as good as he's played for Liverpool when I've been watching them. Schmeichel for Manchester United, upfield, tipped on by Giggs to Cantona, wide to Giggs again, Jones across quickly, gets in the challenge and puts the ball out of play for a throw into Manchester United. We've got 5 minutes left. United pressing Liverpool back. They must have thought the points were safe when Irwin lashed in that free kick just past the midway point of the first half to make it 3-0. They weren't. Oh, Giggs fluffs the throw in completely. Well, the cop cheers, that's a bit cruel. Just slipped out of his hands. There you go. Foul throw in to Liverpool as a result. Jones throws to right. Giggs put right under pressure, but can only knock the ball behind towards the cop for a goal kick to Liverpool. Grobbelaar to take it. The ball was moving as he hit the goal kick, but he's allowed to get away with it. Plays it to the far side in Dix. Barnes picks up possession inside his own half. Clough, Ruddock, my word, there's some tired bodies out there. It's been a fabulous game of football. Great crossfield pass, controlled by Fowler. Fowler midway inside the Manchester United half. Hits it to Ruddock again. 4 minutes to go. Ruddock forward, chips it towards Rush in the penalty area. He's offside. The header was over the crossbar anyway, and it's a free kick to Manchester United.
Yeah, there's neither side have even thought about, playing for the draw. They're still pushing forward. And it has been a great credit to the Premiership this match.
Schmeichel takes the free kick from just inside his penalty area. Jones jumps with Cantona, heads it out of play on the near side. It's a throw into Manchester United. Irwin to take it to McClure, who's tackled by Redknapp. The foot was high. Redknapp knew it. He did make contact with the ball, but he also caught McClure.
Yes.
And McClure will need attention.
Yes, Brian McClure. He's had a good match too, Brian McClure. He's got a point to prove as well. He's not been in favour very much this season, but I've always thought he's one of Alex Ferguson's best buys. I think he's really been an outstanding player for Manchester United since Alex Ferguson came. Been reliable, consistent, scored goals as well. Plays up front, plays in midfield. And he's coming tonight and he's looked the part. He's got a knock here on his head though.
And it says a lot for what he feels about Manchester United now. But, he's been on the fringe of the team, nothing more than that. Yet he was keen enough to sign a new contract.
Yes.
It's not just the money, Jimmy. He must be happy.
Oh, yes. I think he's a quality player, of course. There's a few clubs would be glad to have him in their squad.
I think most of the other clubs in the Premiership would have him in their team. And he's on his feet now. And it's a free kick to Manchester United. No great harm done. 2 minutes to go in this breathless contest. Liverpool 3, Manchester United 3. Cantona with Kanchelskis. Cantona takes the free kick and he hits it poorly. Gives it away to Bjorneby on the far side. Clough running over the halfway line. Gets the ball, wins the challenge, gets it through to Redknapp. He's beaten by Kanchelskis. Rush forward to Redknapp again, and Irwin makes the interception and lashes it away to safety on the far side. Dix forward to Bjorneby. Down the Liverpool left. It was his cross provided the equaliser. He crosses again. It's high. Pallister jumps, heads it away. Is it going to run behind for a corner? It is. Listen to that roar from the Kop. 90 seconds left. Fowler to take the corner. From the near side, left-footed. Ruddock with his arms aloft. Rights up into the penalty area again. A great aerial threat from Liverpool, though it's played short to Barnes. Wide again to Fowler on his left foot, close to the edge of the box. Teases the cross. Now plays it deep, too deep for Ruddock, and it runs harmlessly behind for a goal kick.
Yes. I see what he was trying to do, young Fowler there. He tried to win it from the right-hand side, right across to Ruddock, because he was running in, but it was overhit. But amazing there. Liverpool had the ball 3 times, gave it away virtually with a bad pass, and then won it back with a challenge. It's amazing. And they finished up with him winning a corner.
From Schmeichel's goal kick, Ruddock heads it back into the Manchester United half. Bjorneby tries to keep it in play on the far side, but he can only knock it long, and it's another goal kick for Peter Schmeichel. And look, that's interesting. Schmeichel ran away to the corner flag to pick up that ball. He's not wasting time either. He thinks there's a winner for Manchester United. Is there a winner for either side? Cantona had come very close to the edge of the penalty area. He wanted the ball played to him quickly. Schmeichel ignores the Frenchman. Hits the clearance long over the halfway line. Headed on by Giggs. Leclerc takes it on his chest, chips it forward, but away from Kanchelskis, and it's through to Grobbelaar, who throws it out to the far side, and Bjorneby back to Dix. Forward it goes to Barnes on the halfway line. Bjorneby again, few yards inside the Manchester United half. Two challenges coming in him. Parker wins it, and not only wins the challenge, he wins the throw-in, and we're into time added on at the end of this delight. 3-3. Bruce from the United throw-in. Back to Schmeichel, who slightly slices his clearance. Right jumps with Cantona, makes contact, and Fowler definitely got a nudge on Irwin there, and the referee spotted, as he spotted everything.